Yo, it's your boy, Sammy D. You're listening to the podcast on 2 Count TV.
Yeah, we're not even that. Hello, welcome to 2 Count TV, where it's not 1, not 3, it's
2 Count.
Oh, I'm so glad you joined in that.
2. Silence already.
Well, we are in the 2 Count studio at the back of Games Nation in Payton for our very first podcast. But it's not just podcasts we're going to be doing, we're going to be doing interviews, videos, and all crazy social wrestling stuff you could ever imagine.
Can we get some girls on?
Yeah.
Do we know any girls?
Do we know girls?
We don't know any girls.
4 wrestling fans. Sat in the back.
4 nerdy wrestling fans. It's getting quite warm now, I might strip off.
This is the worst start we could ever imagine.
It's nice.
Oh, hi. But yeah, it is our first podcast. We're doing weekly podcasts every Sunday, should we say?
Yeah.
Up Sundays?
Yeah.
Even though it is a Thursday.
For sure. Yeah, recording them Thursday or Friday, upload on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So that means that you'll hear it on a Sunday, but we won't be talking about like SmackDown, for example, because we may have recorded it before.
Yeah. Yeah, Sunday.
But then we can always speculate on SmackDown, can't we?
No.
Well, we can always guess what's going to happen.
I read your spoilers.
Just Tuesday.
I'll tell you what.
Sheamus will win the main event. We already know that.
I'll tell you what, we'll just watch Raw. Because SmackDown's just Raw recap, isn't it?
Yeah, in the UK it is, yeah. Anyway, back to the introductions. I am Shawnee Q, and joining me today is Sammy D.
Yo, it's your boy!
Low blow Joe Marshall. Say hi!
Hello!
And the world's greatest pancake chef, Clark Campbell.
According to Raven.
According to Ray,
I've had that.
He's pretty good sauce.
Oh!
Oh!
Hello, everybody.
Scoop.
Anyway, coming up on today's podcast, we have information about Raven, the visit he paid to us, the Pro Wrestling Pride show that was last Saturday, news about the WWE 2K15 game that's come out this week,
Awesome.
just general chit chat about WWE and questions from you that we've been getting over the social medias past week.
I thought you were talking to me then. I was like, huh?
Well, I'm talking to everyone.
To the
So you mean Facebook then, is it?
It's
Are we not allowed to say Facebook?
It's a microphone.
Are we not allowed to say Facebook then? Is it got to be social media?
Yeah, we'll get sued if we say Facebook. Straight up, yeah.
WWE's that well-known wrestling company.
Anyway, let's get straight on into it. Raven.
Straight on.
Yeah, Raven. Yeah, we had him down in the shop,
Just last week.
which was awesome.
Friday. That's Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Friday,
so-
the day before the Pro Wrestling Pride
Yes.
show in Torquay. Yeah, obviously we had him down thanks to Darren Saviour and Naomi, the guys from Pride. Basically set it up, which is how 2 Count TV basically came about. They approached us and said, Raven's coming down, we've got him for the week. Do you want him down the night before so we can interview him? And we were like, yeah, happy days.
Just 4 lonely guys.
Yeah,
interviewing
it was
a
amazing.
It was
absolutely
an awesome time.
Yeah, it's probably one of the, I don't know about you guys, probably one of the coolest moments of my life, just because growing up I was such a huge Raven fan that throughout the day I honestly didn't even think he was going to come. It just felt so surreal that after because we're just, obviously the studio's out the back of the shop, Games Nation Payton.
There's your plug.
So we have so many shameless plugs in this.
So we're obviously just working our normal day, selling games to schmucks, just knowing that as soon as we closed the doors, that Raven was going to be down here, which was just a surreal
Yeah,
feeling.
you're definitely right there. It was a very surreal moment. It was
Yeah,
probably one of the most surreal moments of my life.
yeah, it was wicked. Obviously, because we're setting up the studio at Games Nation Payton.
Shameless
$9.99. Setting up the games room, and we were sort of listening out for the knock on the door, and
Oh, there it is.
there it is.
The fuck is that?
It's Raven.
Let's come back.
And then, yeah, obviously we had a knock on the door, we poked our head around the corner, and he was just stood there. Bearing in mind, it's absolutely chucking it down with rain. He stood there in his shades, looking badass. Yeah, absolutely surreal.
But the question is, did he live up to everyone's expectations, I suppose? He seemed like a really nice, down-to-earth guy.
I think
Definitely mine. He lived up to my expectations. Obviously, a bit older than I remember him from his wrestling days in WCW and ECW, but still, really cool guy, down to earth.
Yeah,
it's very nice.
He's
nice man.
One of those wrestlers that's got. He's infamous, isn't he?
Well, he's just a hardcore legend, didn't he? So.
Of course. I mean, you watch a lot of the interviews that he has. I think he's one of the wrestlers that it depends kind of what mood you catch him in, you know. Obviously, he did an interview for Wrestle Talk.
Yeah,
with Alex Shane,
yeah.
Which you could probably check out online.
I think, that comes out the same day as this podcast would air. So
amazing.
Later in the evening.
And obviously with that, I'm not quite sure because we haven't seen it yet what questions he was asked, but it got pretty heated. And obviously, being novices, obviously the reason why we really set up 2 Count TV was because we were offered the opportunity to interview Raven. So it was literally day one, 2 Count TV. We set up the page and the email, the YouTube and the rest of it ready for Raven. And obviously you, Sean, had the optionity to actually do the interview, and it was like your first ever
shaking in the boots.
Yeah, shaking the whole out. I don't blame you.
Mastermind.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
The most nervous guy, shy guy. And you straight away you're just like, yeah, you're doing it, Sean. Okay,
Yeah.
great, thanks.
And you did really well, as people say. So when's the interview going up?
Well, hopefully it'll be up by the time this goes up.
Awesome, check it out. Ooh.
Yeah, it'll be on our Facebook and Twitters and
If you had that weird sort of like banging sound, then that's Joey taking his shoes off. Very nice. Just worked like a 10-hour day.
Getting comfy, smelling nice.
But yeah, the interview will be up by now. I'm hoping the interview will be up by now. So we'll put a little link in the podcast as well.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And vice versa.
And we'll take it viral. Absolutely. Honestly,
Let's get this viral.
Every single wrestling forum and Facebook page and site that I can think of and just spam it everywhere. Hopefully, it could be the launching pad for 2 Count TV at the back of Games Nation Painting. $9.99.
Shameless plug. Free.
How about you, Joe? What's it like meeting Raven?
Pretty good, yeah!
Excellent.
Great input.
Man of many words.
The infamous low blow Joe Marshall. Yeah, there was a few questions I got told to ask that I just knew wasn't going to work out.
Was that
such as do you believe?
That's a good question.
I was just going to turn up quaking in my boots.
Did you not ask?
Raven, do you believe?
Did you not ask him what it was like winning the first ever Tough Enough? Did you not ask him that?
The running gag of him being Maven. There was a sign made with Maven written out and crossed out.
In Games Nation Painting.
Yeah, at the top of Games Nation.
$9.99.
Ah, that's the. Bearing in mind we are at the back of Games Nation Painting a shop. I'm just going to go and serve a customer. Banging on the door. This is banging was.
Anyway, that was a quick cut because Sam had to go serve some customers. From being on out, we're live and uninterrupted until we decide to have a break. And then
Yo, it's your boy Sammy D.
We're still not starting with that.
You're listening to the podcast on 2 Count TV. Boom!
Just a nice bit of dead air after that. Anyway,
I'm trying to get over.
Back to Raven. So he came in, we'd done the interview, and then he came out and he started looking at comments and he started talking about something called Bobo Stewart.
Bobo Stewart.
Before he came out, have we gone over how Kurt got his nickname? It was the world's greatest pancake chef.
Oh no, yeah.
We haven't
We
gone
had
to
to wake
these
him
though.
up, didn't we?
Yeah,
We
he fell
did
asleep on our
have to
couch.
He did. He was a bit knackered. Poor little guy.
sausage.
Oh God! I hope he's not listening.
Using that loosely.
Yeah.
But yeah, he came in, fell asleep on the sofa, just had a quick power nap.
Yeah, obviously they've been on tour.
All
The
week.
Pride guys all week. Hectic tour.
All over the country as well.
Yeah, little
Wales.
sleep. So it's just Wales.
Cornwall. Up
Let's
north,
make that
London.
up.
I don't know.
France, Italy,
Bognor Regis.
Skegness.
Land's End. John O'Groats.
Yeah, so obviously, yeah.
In the same day.
We had a bit of a nap, and then we had to wake him up, and luckily Clark Campbell.
The world's greatest pancake chef.
Wow, he wasn't at that point.
That's the tagline.
I was just a pancake chef.
He was just a pancake chef. Obviously,
Straight out of Compton.
straight out of Compton.
Crazy pancake chef.
Went across the road to his
named Clark.
restaurant and cooked up a nice big batch of pancakes for Raven and the Pride guys. And
I did.
yeah, woke him up.
Cinnamon and apple.
He
did
not apple
did
first.
Cinnamon at first.
Hey, do you know how to make these pancakes? Can I do impressions, or is that really?
That was good. That was good.
He's not going to come and
Crack
hunt you
on.
down. And if he does come and hunt you down,
I'll
Sammy lives in Brixton.
I'll pop.
So
I'll pop.
We will show you the exact
Do you know
house.
what make these pancakes real great? Apples. Have you got any apples?
Like, no, we haven't got any apples. He's like,
You got any maple syrup?
I'm like, yeah. Clark frantically ran around trying to find an apple to give to Raven.
I got said apple.
It was good.
where did you get it from?
Yeah.
Is that something we don't want to know?
From a tree. Some little kid walking down the street.
Went down to the old apple tree.
He goes to take a bite out of it and just swipes it out of the kid's hand.
Yeah,
This is
you don't
from-
have that. This is from Raven.
Yeah, he started stealing everyone else's fruit, which is nice of him. is that banana? Give me some of them.
Give me some of that banana.
Is that strawberry I see over there?
Give me some of that strawberry.
Amazing. And then,
He perked up,
yeah, well, definitely, the sugar.
and we go. It's all those apples.
You got the interview
And we
done.
got an interview done.
It was amazing.
Done and dusted.
It was absolutely amazing.
Came
Obviously,
out, signed a load of stuff. Got a signed photo of him addressed to 2 Count TV.
Which is awesome.
which is very cool. Very cool.
Him-
Yeah, it was fantastic, you know. He ended up giving us a load of photographs,
yeah.
signed photographs, and he signed, I think one of you boys had The Rise and Fall of ECW.
They
I
did.
think maybe there's a PS1
I think I was
game.
both of you, weren't you?
I had the book and Joey had the DVD,
I
I
can't
believe.
Which was,
And then
which was just amazing. We didn't expect that at all, you know. It's crazy how the interview went from sort of Raven sleeping on the couch, and the first sort of like half an hour, we were just sort of like, we didn't really know what to make of the situation, because obviously none of us had ever been in that sort of situation before. We've probably all met pro wrestlers in our lifetime, but it's in sort of controlled in sort of environments, you know, where it's like meet and greets and signings and stuff. But for us to actually be in control of the situation was just surreal. But then when he perked up, yeah, it was just like a whole other Raven. It was fantastic.
obviously I wasn't there for the actual interview. How did that go? How do you feel that went?
The first like 2 or 3 questions were a bit straight answer, like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Do you want to elaborate a bit? But yeah, once we got into, I think it was the seminar question.
That's right.
It was like a 5-minute long answer.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, it was really good. Very informative.
And then he got me to drop my trousers.
Which is nice.
Which
I
is-
can't decide whether to take a dump now or wait till I get
I'm
back.
taking a dump. I don't know where I'm going to take a dump. I'll wait till I get back.
You'll have to upload the,
I'll put a little clip of that in.
Amazing.
So
We need a sign, like outside the shop saying Raven
Raven dumped
contemplated taking a dump here.
No, he did take a dump though, didn't he? Raven dumped
Oh, he
it.
went up. Raven dumped here.
Yeah. Cool. So
Dumped his load.
that was the Friday night, August 1st.
It was.
August 2nd,
The
sort of fast forward 24
best
hours.
night of my life.
Absolutely amazing.
First wrestling event with you guys, as you know, all his friends going with a mutual love for the business.
Sure. And as 2 Count TV, our first
And
time
as
in.
2 Count TV.
Woo!
Oh god.
We started somewhere there. Yeah, amazing. August 2nd.
The Pride Show.
Yeah, Torquay Town Hall, Pro Wrestling Pride. Raven was obviously the headliner, which was
an awesome match,
I was
as
buzzing
you
about
expected.
that. I mean, the undercard though was absolutely incredible as well. Completely off the hook.
The first was a one-on-one Dick. I
Can
can't
you call him that? Oh, that's his actual name. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Dirty Dick Riley.
Yeah,
That's it, yeah.
Riley,
And Josh Knott.
that was.
Josh. Oh my god! I'm
sorry.
sorry. No, I'm not laughing at Josh. There was this old guy in the opposite
Oh, for
corner
sure.
of us in the crowd.
Yeah, he was pretty mental.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't realise that wrestling's scripted.
I don't think he does.
I'm sorry if I spoiled that for any little kids.
Barbie.
Right. Cries out,
Crying in the
"Oh,
corner.
there's a wrestling for real?"
Yeah, the first match was
What
fantastic.
do you mean?
It's brilliant. There's a little backstory to Josh Knott and us boys. We heard down the grapevine. Sorry, Josh, if you're listening, you're really nice. That the first draft of the Raven poster, you weren't on there, and then your mum apparently said, "Why isn't Josh on the poster?" So apparently there's like an edit of the poster, and they put him on a tiny little picture of Josh. I don't know. We still got it.
It's there.
The smallest picture in the world.
And then, so yeah, we made a crowd sign that said, Josh's mum
Asked
us to make this sign, and made us make this sign, and gave it to a little kid. And then
I think his actual mum had it.
Yes, I saw a picture on Josh's mum's Facebook of her holding the sign.
Oh no!
So good.
Yeah,
we did have some awesome signs.
Yeah, throughout the day,
Signs.
we had people coming into Games Nation Painting.
999.
Shameless plug number 5.
Yeah.
Are we counting?
Yeah.
Crowds on Saturday is what we dubbed it.
It was awesome. I hear. I was not. Not
It
here
was
for
cool.
that.
It was very Games Nation. It was very sort of like
Nerdy.
yeah, no, we've got a big sort of
It was
room
nerdy.
upstairs that we set up tables and we bought sort of big blank, obviously signs and paints and stuff for kids and stuff to come down. Obviously us. I think we probably had about maybe 5 or 6 signs made by people. So we were like, well, we kind of want the crowd to be awash with signs. So we ended up just making an absolute ton of signs and just handing them out to the crowd, which was was actually really, really funny.
Well, let's just go through some of the signs. What was your one that you made?
Mine said Tyler owes me money, which he doesn't, for the record. I wish he did, because maybe then it means that I would have hung out with him because he's a cool guy. But,
He is a cool guy.
and Lush.
For a heel.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
Mine was Pride to Spike TV.
Which
Within the recent news of TNA losing their contract to Spike.
we can go into a bit more detail
No.
later.
Hello.
What was your sign?
Oh.
Mine was a picture of my fucking adorable cat. In case you didn't know.
Tifa,
Here we
the
go.
queen.
Yeah, she's called Tifa. But yeah, it had a picture of my cat and it just said Raven fears Tifa, which I assume he does because apparently he doesn't like cats.
Oh yeah, he talked about the cat in the interview, didn't he? That YouTube video.
Oh yeah.
You have to watch the interview to see what we're on about.
Yeah, there's something to do with the hardcore title, or he was going to lose the belt. Because we were talking about Bray Wyatt, and we asked him about Bray Wyatt, obviously, because they uploaded. I won't go into it because obviously people would watch the video too much, but hopefully. But we asked him about. Because he still holds the record for the number of times holding any championship, the hardcore belt. We say 27, he says 39, whatever. Apparently, yeah. And then we asked him a question about Bray Wyatt, because obviously they uploaded a video, WWE this has uploaded a video, sort of dream matches, Raven versus Bray. And then he started talking about cats, and then I think he said something about like defending the hardcore belt against the cat or something, I think. And the conversation just kind of like...
petered out.
Yeah, just kind of came to a standstill.
Anyway, back to the signs. The best sign, in my opinion, of the night was Mr. Clark's.
Yeah, definitely.
Which was...
Well, it was an ongoing thing for about a week before I did post it on a social media site that out of 2, which would be the sign I would take, the first one was Danny Walsh added me on Facebook, or the one that I actually went with in the end, and I think it was pretty cool, a bit childish, was I thought this was gay pride.
With like gay pride rainbow colours. It was a huge success. Everybody loved it.
Everybody
was
loved it.
sort of turning and pointing to
It is still in my boot, the boot of my car.
The treasure in that sign forever now.
I am taking it to every... No, I didn't get it signed. I might actually get some of the guys to sign it.
You should get it signed by the showcase.
Yeah.
I think he...
What? Because
he was wearing very pink pants.
So he's probably listening.
That's fine. It's nothing against the guy at all. It's
It
just
just suits the character.
it suited the character, and we thought that was a good. We hopefully get our signs on the next Pride Promotions DVD that should be out soon, I imagine.
Yeah, I don't know when it comes out.
Honestly, I'm not sure. We'll speak to the
Oh,
pride.
Which
I should find
we
out.
will hopefully be stocking in store.
Yeah, good news. Yeah, we spoke to the to Darren, who's obviously the owner of Pride Pro Wrestling, and he says that we're going to be at Games Nation Painting stocking Pride DVDs.
Woo!
Which is awesome.
So everybody that's listening to this,
Come get
if
DVDs
you,
here.
yeah, are local to the Bay Area, pop in and pick up your Pride DVDs, or you can obviously just buy them online, which is prowrestlingpride.com.
Code.uk.com. Just try either one.
Google
it.
.uk.
I expect we get free copies.
I assume so. If not, I'm gonna torrent it.
If not,
Just
If
take
not,
all
then
the
the
copies you've been given in store and just rip them all.
next show I'm interfering in a match. I don't care what anyone says.
Anyway,
Get
we
the
haven't
tables.
actually talked about any of the wrestling at the event.
Yeah.
which was amazing.
How are we going to do it? Is there? I saw maybe we've got notes. Are we going to?
That is come out really loud on the microphone.
Should we have some like structure to it? Was it like
We've got a bit of structure.
Fuel picks,
Just
favourite match, favourite moment, favourite wrestler?
Yeah, well, I went onto the 2Count page and asked people what their favourite wrestler, favourite match, and most memorable moment was. So I guess we could go, if we go over roughly like the quick couple of matches, what happened, blah blah blah.
Okay.
Then go over our own ones. But we've already gone through the first way, so you go in.
It's going to make pancakes and
and
wank. Wank into the pancakes.
Hey, do you know what will make these pancakes great? Semen.
Oh no, we've gone into that territory.
You get me semen?
But no,
Yeah,
no,
back,
straight back to the show. No. Where should we start? Favourite wrestler?
Yeah,
let's go for it. Favourite
let's
wrestler,
go around the
favourite
room.
match.
Favourite wrestler, obviously, of the night, or favourite wrestler in Pride. What are we?
No, of the night. It was of the show. Favourite wrestler
Of the show. We'll start with Clark.
Yeah,
Well,
pressure's on.
obviously, Raven aside, because everyone knows we're a bit biased and we all love Raven, we all like Raven. So, for me, the biggest surprise for me, I would say, like, made my night was the Ryan Smile match.
Yeah.
Definitely my favourite moment of the night. The pop was huge. The crowd.
For all the guys. Yeah.
For all the guys, but
Especially
definitely
Ryan.
Ryan Smile. The chants at the end were amazing.
Yeah, it was, you can see him as well. Obviously, I'm sure he gets a
He
great
was
reaction
really
at every show.
shocked, though.
He was shocked. 450 plus people.
And I'd like to say we started that.
We did.
I hope we did.
We got to our feet first. We started clapping, and then we started chanting. And that.
Did we get the... Was it us that broke the yes chant out?
It was.
I think it
Yeah.
might have been us.
It
yes.
was pretty much all of us, other than those two guys that were sat to the left of us, who were
Who were
a bit more
being a
aggressive.
bit of a dick at times.
Yeah, well, ECW.
Speaking of
Dick.
Dick, we got the We Love Dick chant.
We did
going
get
for
a
Dick
We
Riley.
Love Dick.
We love Dick. We love. Yeah.
Well,
And then I felt bad because one of the mums turned around and said to, who's luckily a friend of ours anyway, but one of the mums turned around and said, "What's his name?" She must have just thought we were shouting "We Love Dick" before she knew that he was called Dick Riley, which was slightly awkward because she was with her two young kids.
yeah.
I was like, "No, he's called Dick Riley," and they were like, "Ah, right, that's a little bit better, but."
That was we did sort of side with the heels a lot, didn't we?
Oh, of course
we
we're gonna.
cheered for every heel.
We're gonna, because we're sort of in our 20s.
30s.
30s. We're in our 20s and 30s. We're a group of lads together. We're going to try and act cool and be like, yeah, we actually like bad guys. When secretly inside we're like, go Ryan, yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right there.
It's like, Maloney, come on Maloney. Inside it's like, oh, I really love Ryan. He's so like athletic. He's so cute.
So you're going for Ryan Smile?
I am going for
favourite
Ryan
wrestler?
Smile. My favourite wrestler of the night, I would have to say it was probably Tyler Hawk.
Tyler Hawk.
Definitely Tyler Hawk is my favourite wrestler. Favourite moment was the Ryan Smile match.
What was your favourite match? The 5-man?
Yeah, definitely
Ryan
the
Smile.
5-man, yeah, with Maloney, Ryan Smile, and the other guys.
Low blow.
Oh, probably favourite wrestler is probably Tyler Hawk. I imagine so. In Pride and in the show we went to as well. Match-wise would probably be... The 5-man was really good because it had really good spots, but probably the 6-man tag at the end.
The Raven match.
The Raven match, yeah. It was nice. It was built good. It played out really well.
Yeah, they had a good
Definitely, yeah.
promo. Microphone problems aside.
Yeah.
Yeah, from what we heard, the promo was really good. Especially the...
Well, we were lucky because the heels were stood right by us, like seats.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we could still hear them.
Yeah. Especially Tyler Hawk quoting the Hawk,
Quote the Hawk, that was brilliant.
which was
I tried to
pure
get quite
genius.
Brilliant.
I stood up and I was like, quote the Hawk, and I looked to my left and you guys were still sat in your seats. I was like, that awkward moment for any wrestling fan.
you're on your own with that one.
Yeah.
We were too busy being mesmerised by Raven.
Yeah, and
Even when he wasn't tagged in, we were just sort of
and the
stood-
chair
sat there.
shots.
Oh,
The
the
chair shots.
2 drop toe holds.
Yeah, onto the chairs.
Onto the
They
chairs.
were amazing.
Yeah.
Bit of a Raven classic there.
Yeah, Raven's at the point in his career where he could literally just stand in the ring and still get a standing
That huge
ovation.
pop, yeah.
So anything that he did, we would have just popped for. But I mean, we were lucky to see the Even Flow DVT, obviously his finisher.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, and then obviously he was using weapons and stuff, which I know it was a hardcore match, but I didn't think that we'd see him using as many weapons as he did.
I did like the fact he, like his ECW days, he did bring a bin full of weapons.
I always wonder if
with him.
If those guys, obviously I'm sure they've got real fond memories of ECW, but as soon as like Raven even goes to pick up a weapon, ECW.
Yeah, that must be quite annoying. It did actually pretty annoy me that night, to be fair. Those two guys were brilliant, you know, it was good that they were heckling as well, it wasn't just us, but yeah, it did get a bit boring towards the end of the ECW
chats. Can we not do favourite heel, favourite face?
Yeah, go on.
Because Ryan Smiles obviously a good guy cheering. Was there any heels that you were just like, wow, that guy's got it? Like, I suppose you said Tyler, obviously.
Tyler's got it. He's got something. You know, he's
got something.
He's a sexy.
People say that about me.
He's a sexy man. No, he's definitely got a mind for the business. I think. You know, he's going to, as far as I'm concerned, he's going to go far. Definitely in the Devon promotion, but I think in his career he's going to go. Yeah.
I mean, he's already wrestled all across the UK.
Yeah. But I think, you know, he might even be able to get stretched across the pond, which would be nice for him and for us as fans to see that evolve.
Ireland.
Yeah, over to Ireland. Or maybe Isle of Wight, something like that, you know. Think big, boys, think big.
So we have Tyler Hawk, favourite heel.
Yeah.
Ryan Smile.
Ryan Smile
is
is my favourite babyface at the moment, I think.
Okay. The five man for the favourite match.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Low blow was.
I'm taking Tyler as my favourite face.
Heel.
He's definitely a face because he's
so
got
damn
good.
face.
He's beautiful. For a heel, I couldn't say. I honestly couldn't say. I love Dick Riley because his character's perfect. He's got the look, but UK Dom is the ultimate.
Yeah. He's a veteran, you know. He's got
that old school look.
It looks effortless because he's been doing it for so long. I didn't even think of him, to be honest, when you're talking about heels, but he's got it, you know, he can rattle up the crowd within seconds of coming out.
Or for us guys, we can just cheer him.
Yeah.
which might have rattled him up a bit, actually.
Saying that, it's very rare that I flip in a match, you know, cheering and booing, but with him I did. When he came out I was cheering him, and then by the end I found myself booing him. It was really strange, I never do that. Yo, it's your boy!
No,
we're still not using that.
Still not happening.
Not gonna
I'll
happen.
get it over. I'll get it on a t-shirt.
You can get it over.
Yeah,
Or a
well,
coffee mug.
A 2 pound coffee mug with yo written on it.
it's your boy on the bottom.
Favourite match?
Favourite match? I suppose we're excluding the Raven match, are we?
No, every match included.
Because obviously any time you get to see someone like Raven, it doesn't matter, you know, no discredit to the rest of the guys, obviously Raven was the big draw there, and I wasn't sort of disappointed by that. I was absolutely like stunned, you know, it was so good, much better than I expected actually. Favourite match, the 5-man was just amazing. All the guys in that match, you know, really stood out for me. I'm probably going to have to go with the 5-man. I'm going to have to. That was the spots in that were just phenomenal, you know. I mean, even if you took away the guys that were flipping over the top rope and doing all sort of the high flying moves, guys like Maloney, and I'm sorry I don't know the other guys' names, but the dude with the anchors on his attire, the impact that they were getting on their spears and other high.
Yeah, there was some proper.
It was just crazy, absolutely
proper
crazy.
Wow moments.
Yeah, really, really good. And then the first match blew me away as well. And I spoke to a lot of people. Halfway through the show there was an interval, and I spoke to a lot of, because obviously we had friends and sort of family and all sorts of people dotted around the audience as well, and I spoke to them at half time and they said that the first match really stood out for them, which was Dirty Dick Riley and Josh Knott. And also I heard, I don't know if it's true or not, that Dick Riley hasn't actually been wrestling that long, so I could be wrong there, but if that's the case, for him to open the show, be the first man out, and have such a developed character, and not great character at all, the whole match, even on his exit, pulling his trunks down slightly and showing his ass to the crowd, it's just fantastic. So if he has been wrestling as little time as I've been told, then that, you know, it's going to be big things. And I suppose that's why he's Catch Division champion already, you know, which I think he took off Tyler Hawk. Or no, it's Ultimate Tiger, wasn't it? Because we went to see, we saw Tiger beat Hawk for it at the previous show that we went to, and then I guess Dick Riley beat Tiger for it, which we weren't there
He's
for.
also one half of Tag Champions, I believe, isn't he? For another promotion?
No, because he had a belt, didn't he?
Yeah, it's one half of a tag team. I'm not sure which promotion
Is
that's
that
with.
for LEP?
Might be. I'm sorry, I don't know which other promotion that is, but
we'll do some more
I'm
research
sure
next
he
time.
definitely.
Like that guy in the pink.
I'm
That's
sure
that guy in the
he
black.
definitely is one half of the Tag Champions with another promotion.
Yeah.
Cool. I'd say the 5-man for my favourite match as well, because that was my first actual wrestling event, show.
Yeah, it was. And what a show! What a way to
was
start off
awesome.
with live wrestling.
That 5-man, I think it was Ryan Smile who done the first flip over the ropes. That was the obviously I enjoyed all the matches before. That was the first time where I just found myself stand up, go, holy shit!
Yeah, you just see where that chant came from.
Yeah, I think that was that's definitely my favourite match of the night. Ryan Smile, favourite wrestler.
Yeah.
Most memorable moment, probably the after the Raven. When everyone was doing
I agree with you there.
his speech.
Thank you, Raven, the speech, and then the kids in the ring as well.
The indies.
That was cool, the kids in the ring.
Where we got all the kids in the ring to beat up the three heels.
Yeah.
My favourite wrestler, Tyler Hawk. Has to be Tyler Hawk.
I think I'd go with Ryan Smile. If I had to pick a heel, UK Dominator.
Who's now the champ?
Just for
Who is now?
He's Pro Wrestling Pro Champion.
Just because he was so it was so funny watching him work.
Didn't even hit from that Power
Especially
Ranger.
that old guy.
The chain.
Yeah.
Again.
He was a mental man.
It's
I'm
so
not
funny.
sure if that guy's got problems, but it's.
He nearly had a problem with UK Dominator.
Yeah,
that's
it
for sure.
was a bit of a worrying moment when he wrapped that chain around his hand.
He was on the first match as well. He was actually at this ringside.
Yeah,
Sort of
gobbing
banging on
off,
the
yeah,
apron,
banging on the apron. That's right for me!
I felt bad for that because a week or two before the show, Naomi got in contact with me and said that she needed to sort out security. And because obviously those guys sort of don't live in Torquay, I was able to sort out security for him, or at least one of the guys. I felt so bad for him because he doesn't watch wrestling, he's not a fan, he's never been to a wrestling show in his life, and he found himself at the first match of the show trying to restrain some old guy that's got a chain wrapped around him, trying to attack the
Who
wrestlers.
quite clearly, obviously, still believes this is a real thing.
And
it's not scripted,
I don't know. There's something wrong with it. Yeah, we've gone through the Pro Wrestling Pride.
I think we've covered the show. Final line on the show, marks out of 10. I'd give it a 10. For me, I popped more on that show as just a wrestling fan, more than I popped seeing any of the big the big companies and any other sort of indie show I've ever been to. I popped more for that show than I ever have, so I'll give it a 10.
But yeah, coming out of it, your voice was completely...
I was going crazy.
That was a good show,
I was
wasn't
going crazy. I was looking at, in the final match, obviously Raven teamed up with Ultimo Tiger and Darren Saviour, and any time I saw Darren Saviour's foot sort of stomp on the apron and he's trying to get the crowd behind him, I was just going, come on, yeah!
So,
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Awesome.
100%.
Sweet. Anyway, people that do want to see Pro Wrestling Pride, where can they see them next, Sammy?
Yo! I win. The next show we're attending, I know that they've got a show
On Wednesday.
I think we're going to the one on the Wednesday.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's this Saturday. So yesterday.
Yeah. So, if you want to see them,
Travel back in time. Yesterday was the show. Yeah, but the next show that 2 Count TV will be at is August 13th, which is a Wednesday.
It is a Wednesday.
Which is at Dawlish Carnival.
Is that the free entrance
It's
one?
completely free. Would you believe? I can't believe it. Free tickets, free wrestling. Amazing.
And what time is the event?
6 o'clock, baby. Yeah.
What are you putting on that face for?
That's a grimace.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
That's a 6.
So yeah, we're closing the shop and we're going to head over there and be in our newly made 2 Count TV t-shirts that Shawnee Q's made up for us.
Which are on our Facebook if you want to have a look.
They are, which is like
$9.99.
Facebook.com/2 open :bracket forward.
No,
It hasn't got a URL yet, has it?
It's 2 Count TV now.
Have you changed it?
Yeah.
Yes! Facebook.com/2CountTV.
Or at 2 Count TV on Twitter.
$9.99.
So let's move on from local indie wrestling.
Well, do we have to?
Awesome. Yes, we do. We've got other stuff to talk about. We have the new WWE game that got announced. Well, it got announced a while ago. But IGN are...
Is it TNA 2?
TNA 2. No. IGN are doing WWE 2K15 as part of their IGN First, which is every month they focus on one game and release details. And their first amount of details was released Monday, which would be almost a week ago by the time this podcast goes up.
Oh yeah.
What the main one, I guess, was the screenshot. First
The
screenshot.
unbelievable screenshot. Absolutely unbelievable. I got a message at was it even real late in the evening, or I can't remember. Maybe I was at work and I got just a message from one of you guys hey, check this screenshot out, and I literally had to double take because I thought that it was just a still image of real life, absolutely surreal. Hopefully that's legit what it looks like.
For PS4 and Xbox One, that was an in-game screenshot.
Crazy.
But it's because it's visual concepts helping out with the obviously visuals, and they're the same people that worked on the NBA series for 2K.
Amazing.
And if anyone that's played the NBA series, it's absolutely stunning graphics.
Of course, yeah. I've got full confidence in 2K.
Yeah.
That they're going to do a corking job. Can also mention that Games Nation Painting is sponsored by 2K Games for our Games Nation Mania 2K14 wrestling tournaments, and hopefully they'll sponsor us when the 2K15 game comes out. They'll sponsor us for those events too.
Hopefully, when we do the launch tournament for 2K15.
Yeah.
But there was a ton of other information that got released for it, including a new game mode. They've done the road to, was it the 30 years of WrestleMania?
Yeah.
For 2K14. This year, they've said that the story mode is going to focus on 2 rivalries. That I'm guessing there's going to be an old rivalry and a new rivalry. But so what rivalries would you like to see involved
Oh,
or
crikey.
included in the game?
I don't know. I'd quite like to see two rival sort of companies go at it. So maybe they could do an invasion angle, because...
Well, it's based on 2 actual rivalries that have happened.
Ideal, yeah. So it'd be nice to see an ECW invasion. I've seen sort of rumours and speculations of rosters for the 2K15 game, and the strong rumour that there's going to be at least half a dozen former ECW wrestlers. So it'd be amazing to see those sort of tied into that. And is that going to be included in the mode where it's running through NXT and rumoured that it's going to be, or?
No, there's the story mode. I'm not sure. I think it's called. It might be called Showcase mode or something.
Okay.
But that's
Showcase.
that's the 2 rivalry modes, 2 episodes with each focusing on a rivalry. And then there's My Career, which is
Going downhill.
Rumoured to be starting in NXT with your own created wrestler, working your way up through the ranks.
Very cool.
Which is also exclusive to the next gen, or current gen now, versions of the game. Yeah. If you've got a PS3 or 360, you won't get My Career mode.
What are they going to have instead? Just the exhibition?
Well, they've said that there's going to be some exclusive content or mode for past generation, but they haven't said what it's going to be yet.
God, we're getting left behind.
Well,
Get next gen!
Yeah.
It's not even called next gen, is it? It's
It's
current gen.
It's current gen. It's been out for coming on a year now.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, it has, yeah.
Yeah, 2 rivalries. One old.
Sorry, I only said one then, didn't I? The second one, I don't know. The second one, I don't know. I mean, 'cause obviously they covered so many rivalries in 2K14 in the mode. What's it? 30 years of WrestleMania. They pretty much covered all of the great rivalries there in terms of one-on-one. So either factions, it'd be great to see factions rival against each other. The Corporation during the Attitude Era, the Corporation and the Ministry of Darkness when they feuded against each other. That was good. But yeah, they covered so many in 2K14. All of the great sort of one-on-ones that it'd be a shame to just see them do it again. I don't know. What do you reckon, Joe?
I don't know. I honestly can't think of 2 big rivalries which they could make a whole career mode out of.
I'd love to see
Or
Bruce.
separate. Yeah, it'd be hard unless they do the WCW Invasion, which would take up quite a lot. And they got enough superstars for it in the game. So have separate different matches.
Yeah.
But then the other one, that's it. I don't want to be playing 14 matches of Cena vs Orton
No.
in a ladder match.
Maybe, obviously Sting's been announced for the game, so maybe it'll be a Sting rivalry.
Possibly, but it's a pre-order bonus, so I couldn't imagine.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, because not everyone's going to have him.
Unless you're playing against Sting. That's even more teasing.
Yeah.
If you're playing against Sting, it's like, well, you can't play as him because you didn't fucking pre-order the game.
Yeah, but even then, there's not many great rivalries. I don't see them digging into WCW matches.
Well, there was loads of people on the internet saying they should do an NWO against Sting sort of thing.
Yeah, that was huge. Like you know, back in the day, you couldn't get bigger than them trying to convert Sting to the NWO. So he was literally like, towards the end, he was like the only person that wasn't in the NWO. It's pretty much it was pretty much the entire roster, including management, versus Sting.
But yeah, there's next year, I believe, is the 20th anniversary of the formation of the NWO. So
How long?
20th. Apparently, I think.
That can't be right. So that would have happened when I
I
was
think
6.
it's 20th.
No, because I was like 14,
15th would make sense.
15th then. I might be wrong.
Probably not even there.
I'm pretty sure it was NWO.
10? 10 years? No.
No.
10, 12. But yeah, if it's a milestone, it'd be 15, I think.
Yeah, so there was some people saying as well that that'll be next year's mode. There'll be a big NWO.
That would be
sort
cool.
of angle.
I don't know whether that'd be cool now. I don't know.
No.
Because I know they're trying to, like, was it 2K13? They catered to the Attitude Era.
2K13 was Attitude Era.
Yeah.
2K14 was the 30 years of WrestleMania.
I guess they look at it, their demographic, and kit out. 'Cause obviously, you wouldn't like to do like an NWO, sort of reminiscent on the NWO days and the Monday Night Wars and stuff, if the bulk of their sort of demographic are people that weren't watching wrestling then. So, yeah, maybe it will be a John Cena feud.
It looks like it. In the Attitude Era mode, they never went into the WCW part.
No.
They talked about it, but you never played any matches with any superstars or saw the set of the arenas.
No, it was strictly WWF, wasn't it?
Yeah, so in a WWE game, I don't see them rehashing WCW matches in a game. So that takes away the NWO side of things.
Yeah.
Unless they have the NWO reunion back in like 2002, 3, which was
A drunk Scott Hall.
yeah, pretty much.
And out of shape Nash.
Yeah, if I had to choose two rivalries, new, I guess I kind of like to do the Orton Christian one, just because.
When Edge dropped the title?
Yeah,
Christian
when
Orton.
and it had the whole angle for one of the matches where Orton got disqualified, he'd lose the title.
Yeah.
Christian like spit in his face and all that.
I'm glad you brought that up because they had just a load of matches on SmackDown, didn't they? That was like they're both on SmackDown.
It went for a while.
And the match quality was probably some of the best matches I've seen in the last sort of 5 or 6 years with WWE. Was Christian Randy Orton. I don't even like Christian. I think he's relatively boring. But those matches were fantastic. They were really good.
Yeah,
I'm glad somebody else actually watched them. I remember watching them at the time. I'm probably the only person watching SmackDown right now.
Yeah, if you think about it from a like games design sort of point, and you've got to have a good story in the rivalry, you can start it off with, you can have a match with Edge, and it's like his last match, and then you have the Christian Del Rio ladder match to win the title, and then that starts the whole rivalry where he lost the title literally 2 days after he won it for the first time.
That'd be good. Maybe Stone Cold Vince McMahon.
Yeah, that would be one.
That'd be
Possibly Rock Cena as a recent one.
Yeah, Rock Cena once in a lifetime, but then there was no match. It would be like one match. You had 2 matches. You'd have one at the start, a year of promos, and then one at the end. You'd be like, wow, I did that in 2 minutes. Undertaker Kane.
Yeah, there's quite a few old like rivalries they could go for.
Brock Lesnar Goldberg.
God. Well, if you just get booed out of the stadium in your last match. Great. But yeah, we also took to social medias. I'm calling it social medias.
Facebook.
To find out other people's like thoughts. Greg Wells said. Greg Wells.
Hi, Greg.
Said that Austin versus Rock would be a good old one. Thoughts on that?
Oh yeah, they feuded a lot, didn't they? So
it was a big rivalry.
They could probably stretch that out into a a game mode.
Only thing I think about that is the Attitude Era mode and the 30 Years of WrestleMania mode. Both of them covered that rivalry already.
It's a pretty piss poor mode, really, when you look at it.
I don't know. That's all they've said. Is there's gonna be 2 episodes, and each episode is gonna focus on a rivalry, and that's all they said. So it could work out to be amazing, but by the way they've worded it, it sounds like it will just be 2 rivalries, and you do the matches for those rivalries.
How cool would it be? Going back to what I said about the invasion, if the rivalry was Bischoff versus Vince.
See, that would work. And then
That'd
the second
be-
one, you can have Heyman in there somewhere.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Heyman versus Heyman.
And he said for the newer rivalry, Cena versus Orton, because they've had so many matches.
Yeah, I don't think we should talk about Cena too much because obviously we're so.
There's an exact split.
There's a split down the middle, which is cool, which is exactly how it is when Cena appears, Let's go Cena sucks, but I don't think anybody, even me, who really quite likes Cena, I don't want to play as him. I really couldn't be bothered to do a whole feud. And I think it probably wouldn't, because I think they know that more people dislike Cena than like him, so I think it'd probably be quite detrimental to the game if they made one of the main game modes as Cena.
I think Cena will be the new rivalry because he's on the cover.
Maybe it'll be CM Punk versus his arrogance. You play as his arrogance and you're just yeah, we'll leave him. He's like, I want to wrestle. No, we'll leave him. Never comes back.
You're spamming the control pad. No, I want a match. Nah, fuck it.
Nah, this is shit.
I'm going to eliminate by Kane. Yeah, let's go. Going over. We also had Rich Sanford.
Hey, Roughneck.
WWE versus Alliance for the old one.
Oh, the Invasion.
Yeah,
that'd be quite good. I think the Invasion lacked a lot of wrestlers and people that they'd be reluctant to put them on the game. So I know when the Invasion came around, obviously Booker T was their world champ, which is cool because he's still in WWE. So that would work. But I know that they had a lot of filler. Sean O'Hare, Billy Kidman, Sean Stasiak, and all of these guys that came in and just the Radicals. I know they were sort of maybe a bit before, a bit after the Invasion, but they couldn't really have the Radicals down. I don't know. I just think they'd lack enough wrestlers or enough decent wrestlers to put in the game to do that.
I think they could turn it into a good story for a game, and obviously the nostalgia factor for fans that were alive and watching wrestling during that, it would still make it fun.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, I don't know if they'd go. They seem reluctant to do many WCW, ECW stuff though in the last few games.
Yeah,
I don't know who would be in control of that. I'm guessing WWE.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
So,
I bet WWE can't even push. 2K probably can't even push a button without the say-so of the WWE creative.
Yeah. For his new rivalry, he said Shield versus Authority. Could be interesting.
Did they really feud that much?
They sort of had a mini rivalry which led to the heel turn of Seth Rollins.
Oh yeah. I think maybe because that's still ongoing.
That was Evolution, not Authority.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe because that's still ongoing, they maybe wouldn't put it in just yet.
Yeah, I think it would be within the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Sort of 2 to 5 years ago.
What if they said? What were their exact words? Have you got their exact quote? If they said an old school rivalry or a classic rivalry, or how did they word it? Or did they just say a rivalry?
New and old.
Oh, so okay. Well maybe then.
Yeah, it's a tough
Stephanie
one.
McMahon and Brie Bella.
Oh god. No, that needs to end. It does.
I bet that gets the main match at SummerSlam, the headline.
It'll be the match before Brock Cena.
Yeah. The
cool down match.
That's so funny.
As it always is.
Triple H has resorted to putting his wife on the card.
That's
$9.99.
That's the confirmed things. Universe mode as well. Got confirmed that is in.
Yes.
To your absolute delight and mine. To be fair.
Yeah, that's the only way to play. It really is. If I want to play old rivalries or relive old rivalries, I'll just watch them on the WWE Network, $9.99. But the universe is what people want. They want to create, I don't like the idea of these game modes where you have to play, and if you lose the match, you have to restart. doesn't.
Yeah, like the previous.
Yeah,
games.
like if you lose, then it's like no, you have to restart. Or they're like at 2 minutes 12, you need to get a chair shot at Macho Man Randy Savage. It's like. Yeah, Universe Mode is what it's about. You can download all of your wrestlers. If you're a TNA guy, you can download your TNA guys. If you're old school, you could download Raven if you want, you know.
As much as he doesn't like creating himself
Yeah,
in
right,
games.
yeah.
Which you can find out about by watching the interview.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. I'll be interested. I'll be interested to see exactly what they've got on it. But
I'm hoping Universe Mode has improved a bit, but I can't see there being many big gameplay or like game mode overhauls because they've had to do so much work on the visuals and that because of THQ's laziness over the past few years. So I can see this one being like overhauling the graphics and the visual presentation.
yeah.
And then next year.
To be honest, even if it's identical, the graphics alone, and the fact that I've only got an X-Men console now and I can't play any wrestling games, they could re-release 2K14, but with the graphic enhancement, and I'd buy it, you know, and still buzz off it. But I'm just glad they put Universe in. Otherwise, I'd still buy it, but what would you do? Play through the game mode once and then just do exhibition matches, you know?
You're going to be getting the Hulkamania edition?
What editions are there? Is there a Hulk and then a Sting one?
No, that's what I'm confused about. There's a normal edition, and then there's a Hulkamania edition.
Okay.
But you just need to pre-order to get the 2 Sting characters. But yeah, I don't get why they could have made like an Icon edition.
Yeah. I know with
last year they done Undertaker, the Phenom edition, and Ultimate Warrior. This is downloadable.
Yeah, but that was because they did.
So
didn't they?
why wouldn't they do a Warrior edition?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was because I expected a Sting edition, and then it's like Hulkamania.
Are you guys going to get the Hulkamania edition?
I'm going to try to.
I am myself, yes.
I'm going to try to.
Major Hulk fan.
If my finance.
Yeah.
Allows me.
Depends what's in it. I know they'll give us a DVD.
Have you seen what's in it?
No DVD. You get a Hulkamania.
No, I think you do get. You get some.
There's got to be a DVD.
I don't believe there's a DVD.
It's either a DVD or a book.
That's
There's a figure, isn't there?
Oh, that's it. Yeah, a little blow-up figure.
You get a little vinyl figure.
Vinyl.
You get a piece of the ring for his return. The mat
When you
canvas
return to Raw.
this year, just for Mania.
Really?
Yeah.
And the signed card, which is the
I
usual
hope we get like a bloodstain bit.
That's what I want.
sweat patch. You end up with a sweat patch.
Or AIDS. You touch it, you're down the doctors next week. Like, I don't feel well.
I touched this piece of canvas with Hulk Hogan DNA on it.
No, for the record, I didn't say Hulk Hogan had AIDS. Just the canvas.
Well, what was... Who else would have been wrestling at his return?
Oh God, are we going to talk about who's got AIDS?
I'm going to watch that Raw back now.
What's next on the list?
If Heath Slater is wrestling on that episode, I'll be more excited about getting a piece of canvas that Heath Slater's
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about Heath Slater next. Anyway.
No.
Next.
Okay. One of the other speculations that's been going around today and yesterday, as a matter of fact, because they're updating the WWE World Heavyweight Championship belt, whether that would be in the game.
You know it'll be in the game.
I reckon now it's under 2K's control and it's next gen, current gen. There'll be quite a few updates throughout the year. So if anything changes, instead of being like, oh, well, I'm fucked, my game's out of date now for 8 months, it'll be updated rather quick.
Yeah,
Which is good.
I hope so. It's funny. I do a lot of downloading on 2K14, and the servers were infamous for being terrible. Every year they were terrible. They just didn't work. You couldn't download your wrestlers. I went to a games convention and I spoke to one of the guys, I don't know, he was part of the sort of the development team at THQ, and I said to him about the servers, and I said, look, the servers have been terrible. He said, no, we're working really, really hard. The servers are going to be sort of fantastic this time around. You're going to have no problems. And the same again, the servers are terrible. When THQ sort of it was announced that they went bust, there was a message on the main screen of the download section on 2K14, and it was from 2K Games saying, we're happy that we've taken on the franchise, yada yada yada. We're working really hard to keep the servers up and running. From then on, the servers worked. They were slightly bumpy, but they pretty much worked 90% of the time. So within within the space of like a week, it was bang. They were working again. It was crazy, you know. So I've definitely got faith in their ability to deliver.
Yeah, I think wrestling fans and gamers are in for a real treat with 2K taking over the series now. Being that this, obviously they had 2K14, but this is their first full title under control, and you can already just from that screenshot alone see the improvements that they've made.
Yeah.
But yeah. Moving on from that belt, going into actual WWE now. Have you seen the new belt? I think I showed you yesterday.
Yeah, you did. You showed me.
Think it's looking mighty fine, or not so fine?
I like the belt itself, the strap. I don't like the frame around the new. I quite like the new logo. I know it's getting a lot of stick. The one that they're using for the network one. I don't like the framing around it. I think I like the current belt that they've got. The current WWE title is the logo's the entire thing, isn't it? I quite like that. So it's a shame that they've put that in the centre, smaller, with I don't know what it is, like a silver, gold, or diamond, or whatever.
I think it's diamond studded.
Yeah, diamond studded frame around it. I think the logo, they've got this new logo and they're big and proud about it, and they've actually shrunk it on the belt to allow for a really thick border. I don't know. Other than that, I think it's cool. What about you?
Yeah, I like how, because obviously it's going to be just that belt now, it's not going to be the World Heavyweight Championship and the WWE Championship. So they're actually going to go back to carrying one belt.
Okay.
I like how it looks like a mix between the two belts.
Yeah.
So it's got, the middle is still the WWE belt, but then it looks like the side plates are the World Heavyweight Championship ones.
I guess that might explain the frame around the...
Yeah, from the photo, it looks like they're solid gold plates again, instead of the customisable ones on the current WWE Championship.
Amazing.
Joey? Low blow Joe. Silent Joe.
I don't know, just looking at it, I can't really tell an awful lot of difference. It just looks slightly updated. I'm actually trying to find it now on my phone so I can have another double check.
Okay, well, while you look, we got some more opinions, because we're so social and we like talking to people. We have,
I only know two people and they're both sat in the room with me.
what about Clark?
Is he not here anymore?
Yeah, he was
No,
going
he
to
went to make
pancakes.
pancakes.
He didn't come back.
You realise how terrible an idea this was, and he's like, I might come back next
I
week.
wonder if anybody's still listening.
I hope not. I do hope so.
If you are, thank you, and we're really sorry the first one's not that good.
I think it's been alright.
Oh yeah, the belt's alright, I
It's
guess.
supposed to put
It's
something
on about the belt!
Oh.
Yeah, it looks the same as the old one.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the podcast.
So we've got loads of diamonds on it.
I do like how there's less diamonds on it. I don't
I thought there's more.
Yeah, it looks like there's more. It looks like the actual WW is diamonds as well.
like... The W's diamonds on the current one anyway.
How is it?
Yeah. But like the side, there's only diamonds in the centre, whereas the rest looks like a proper belt with gold plates. It might change, I don't know. And they've got rid of the champion at the bottom of the belt. The logo is a bit bigger.
So, are they still going to have the wrestler's name, the champion's name on the plate, do you think, on the front?
There's no plate by the looks of it.
It might be a plate.
I guess
at the
they
top.
might have the customisable side plates like they do currently.
Oh, that's, yeah.
But I guess we'll find out more. I don't know when they're going to debut it. Maybe after SummerSlam?
I think maybe I'd like them to see it, to focus more on pushing the champion than the belt. And really work hard on getting a decent champion and not just putting it on Cena just for the sake of it, you know? They're like, look at the new belt. It's like, yeah, but who are you putting it on? Like, well, we don't know that yet, but look at it, it's shiny.
Yeah, we've got some more opinions on it. Greg Wells just puts, it's the same, just new logo. Which is kind of true.
It was that?
Greg Wells.
Oh,
It's
great.
the same,
Greg,
just
boy.
new logo.
I wonder if he is listening. You've been mentioned a few times now, Greg. Definitely listening.
Luke Hudson had a bit longer, but it's Oh Dear Jesus. The current one was just starting to grow on me. That's even more hideous.
Do you remember the wrestler Jesus in WWE? It was spelled Jesus, but it's pronounced Jesus. I think he was like somebody's bodyguard or something. Just thought I'd bring it up.
Thanks.
You just mentioned Jesus.
Right, let's move on from the belt, shall we?
Yeah.
There was also news yesterday, I think it was. There was the production trucks for WWE, they always have the big ass posters.
I saw. I love that. I just normally get my wrestling info from the grapevine, but now I see you most days. I get so much excellent quality information from
you
you.
just wait for a month and find out it's all crap.
Yeah, made it up.
I've disappeared. I'm nowhere to be seen now.
And we're being sued. Like, who owns
By
2 Fan TV?
Facebook, WWE.
Yeah, this guy.
That guy, Joe over there, who's lying on the sofa.
Silent Joe.
That's his new name, Silent Joe. Not Lobo Joe.
Silent Joe, Low Joe.
Anyway, yeah, the big production trucks. They've got new posters or like side bits on some of them, and someone's got a picture of the Usos with SmackDown, and it says Thursdays on it instead of Fridays, which means they'll be going up against TNA if TNA carry on.
So
Yeah, that's crazy.
Uso can't go.
Thursday.
Thursday night SmackDown.
Just for the record, Shawnee, what day is TNA Impact on?
Currently Thursday.
Ooh, snap.
Mr.
Ooh, snap.
Big TNA fan Joe in the corner.
I watch on Sundays over in the UK, so it makes no difference to me.
Yeah.
Unless it crumbles.
I reckon they'll find a new TV deal. Someone will take it.
Yeah, Spike will have them.
You think, what? Spike just got rid of them?
Oh, they haven't got rid of them yet, have they? It's all just rumour and speculation. It hasn't guaranteed.
I
Just
thought
yet.
it's cancelled.
No, whoever owns Spike, who is it, Viacom or something, originally they wanted a wrestling promotion and a MMA promotion, so they got Bellator. So, it seems like this Viacom or whoever it is, basically Spike, have purposely let this news leak to try and scare TNA with it, so they take less money at the end of it.
The last I saw was somebody, a representative, head of Spike or whatever, refused to comment on the situation. That was something that I read online. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Only time will tell. But it'll be interesting if TNA does stay on Thursdays with Spike. Seeing the comparison between the ratings of SmackDown and Spike. SmackDown TNA.
Yeah, Thursday's a stupid night for it anyway, especially over in the US.
Well, apparently Friday's an absolute graveyard for like US viewings.
Because things happen in America.
People go out and have
People go out and
drinks.
have fun, then.
We sit down like WWE time.
WWE.
I don't get it. Why? Right, the SmackDown's pre-recorded as it is. Right, on Tuesday. Why is it always on so late in the UK on Friday still? Like, show it at a decent time.
I think that's probably
They
just down to the deal
do
they've got
show
with
it.
Sky Sports,
That's why
isn't
it's still really late.
It's still really late to watch it, the original showing, yeah, but you can watch it in the daytime on Sky, but they cut loads out. So, any
On
chair
on
shots,
Friday or on
yeah,
Saturday?
any low blows, anything like that, they just
Low
cut the crowd.
blow.
So,
Yeah.
it's all to do with the audience, whatever it's called, watershed.
Watershed.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like, have it on the board 9 o'clock on the watershed.
They got better sports to show,
Yeah,
haven't they, on
of
Sky
course.
Sports. Whenever
Well,
sports,
No, they've got actual sports.
yeah, actual
They've
sports.
got like 5 different channels, Sky Sports. Stick it on one of them at 9.
No one cares that much, apart from you. I think you're the only person I know watching SmackDown.
Yeah.
I do watch it occasionally. I wish there wasn't so many Raw recaps. That's
That's just a Raw recap, and they've cut it. Raw used to be an hour and 45 minutes, SmackDown used to be an hour and 45 minutes, or there and thereabouts. Raw's now 2 hours and 18 minutes, and SmackDown's like an hour and 20. So they've taken a big chunk off of SmackDown and put it onto Raw, and they've still got Raw recap on SmackDown. It doesn't make any sense. Talk about burying the show. The first they take like 45 minutes off it, and then or half an hour, whatever it is, then they take the title belt away from it and unify it, and then just have it as a Raw recap show. They might as well not have it at all.
Well, going on to Thursday, if it is going on to Thursdays again, they're also going to be going up against Thursday Night Football in the States as well now. NFL, which I don't...
Hand egg.
What? No. We like NFL. Me and Joe like NFL.
I like NFL.
And Triple A.
And Triple H.
Triple A, the Mexican promotion, whatever that is, over in the States. That's like September time.
Oh, is that the one
The
you said
XFL.
Rey Mysterio wants to go to?
Yeah, that'll be Thursdays on, what is it, Fox X, I think? Fox
Okay.
X Sports.
So there's 3 wrestling shows from 3 different promotions on a Thursday.
Thursday Night War, baby.
And when Jarrett gets his set up,
This could
Yeah.
be interesting to see. It might be what wrestling
With
needs.
his 8-sided ring, apparently.
Is it really?
8 sides.
Apparently 8-sided. That's the current rumour
Surely
going
there's not going to be any bounce off the ropes.
How do you know?
There's going to be no roofs.
You're going
It's going to be turnbuckles.
You're going to have to be so accurate to like not turnbuckle yourself.
Just octagon it. That's what I want. I want
What, in a
wrestling
cage?
in an MMA style cage.
And then how would you have matches spill outside of the ring?
You don't.
Oh, well that's it.
No.
Seems a bit...
You go over the octagon.
It's
a cage.
Hoist them up and push them over.
Around the ring.
That just wouldn't work.
You could get it to work. You need about 16, 18 turnbuckles.
So we're going to coin the term Thursday Night Wars.
Yeah.
Trademark it.
Trademark.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's do it. Thursday Night Wars. TNA AAA, was it?
I think it's Triple
I
A.
think it'll
TNA
probably
AAA.
be less of a
WWE.
war with TNA and more of like a schoolyard scuffle. I'd imagine like the worst WWE will get is like Gray's knees.
Well, we once again, because we're so social, took to Facebook for opinions on that. This doesn't look good for you, Joe. So we had...
Is it a personal insult?
Yeah, fucking Joe. No, it was. Someone said I still wouldn't call it competition. It is competition, no matter what. I could literally set up a store outside my house with 2 games. I'd still be competition to game. It wouldn't be much.
Yeah, I think that means
This class is a competition.
yeah.
I know what he's saying, but
credible competition.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I understand that.
And another one was Total Divas smashes TNA ratings. SmackDown will destroy them. I don't know. I've never watched Total Divas.
I haven't either. I'm sorry.
You watch Total Divas, Joe?
I don't, I'm afraid.
Does it show on what is it on E? On the E network?
I don't know. It used to be, and I
Is
don't
it?
know if it's just the WWE network now.
Network.
In which case, of course, it's going to get good viewings. Like, there's tons of people that have just got the WWE network.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if that is the case, then that's the people aren't watching that to watch wrestling. If they want to get their wrestling fix, they're not going to watch Total Diva, are they? They're going to watch a wrestling production.
Yeah.
Like, sure, it's related. That's just like saying more people watch Blade Trinity except Triple H in it than they do TNA. Just 'cause it's got wrestlers in it, it doesn't mean that people are going to watch that over TNA. You know, it's not the same thing. It's literally not the same thing. Yeah, well, more people watch that TV show than wrestling. Well, they might have done, but the demographic's different. I'm sure there's a lot of housewives and stuff and teenage girls that are watching Total Diva but aren't obviously going to watch TNA wrestling because they're not wrestling fans. So, who put that?
Which one? The Total Divas?
Yeah.
That was Luke. Luke Hudson.
Oh, he's nice, he is, but he needs to sort of shit out.
How we treat our viewers. How you treat our viewers.
Yeah, Joe, be nice.
But anyway, let's wrap this bit up. Thursday Night Wars. How do you think it would pan out? If it does ever happen.
Well, I think TNA are in trouble, no matter what happens, even if they stay on Spike and didn't change, didn't have SmackDown change to Thursday. I think they're in serious trouble. To have like the big shock at a pay-per-view, Snitsky and Big Zeke is the return. I think, I don't know. They need to change it up. I was diehard TNA for years and years and years, ever since I was 15 years old. Like 12 years, they've been around like 12 years now, haven't they? Or around that sort of
around
mark.
that,
Yeah. So I've been a fan since pretty much day one, and it is so far from where it started, in a bad sense. I don't know. I'm in trouble.
Low blow?
I don't think it will affect them at all.
The WWE or TNA?
TNA. No, I think their ratings will stay about the same.
Yeah, I
They're
think
pretty much the same
What's
as
the
SmackDown.
time?
anyways.
What's the times of the show? They go literally head to head.
They should be roughly head to head, yeah. So good time.
I think on the SmackDown sign it was... I don't know, American Times confused me. It was like 8/7 Central.
Okay.
So I'm guessing they'll both be like prime time.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
The only problem with that is when Nitro and Raw were going head to head. They were both competing. They were equal, and they're both competing. The problem is if Impact goes up against SmackDown and Impact's rating stays the same, they can obviously do a lot more to change SmackDown to beat Impact. You see what I'm saying? So Impact is Impact. Sure, they can try and make it a little bit better, but if SmackDown's failing, they can just get all of their top Raw boys, do what they were going to do on Raw, but put it on SmackDown and just crush it, So
I suppose that's still, on the plus side, we get a better SmackDown.
very good. That's a very good way of looking at it.
But yeah, I think, like you said, the people that watch TNA are going to still watch TNA. Like, I've never really followed TNA properly until...
SmackDown could be on a Sunday night at 3 in the morning and still get better ratings than TNA. That's just the harsh way of looking at it. Just the appeal of the company, WWE, there's no way to compete with it. So why try to compete with it?
Yeah.
Why say, oh, they're moving to Thursday, shit, we let them move to Wednesdays. Just leave it. You've got your own fans who watch your show, that's who you're appealing.
I suppose they do different things, don't they? They cater to different stuff, like, Games Nation. Okay, I'll mention Game. Obviously, we'll never be able to compete with them, but we do something completely different to them, so I guess only time will tell, like you said.
Yeah, like, it might affect some of them slightly, because some people, like me, I watch TNA, but if it was like out of TNA and maybe not SmackDown, I was going to say, if it was out of the two, I'd probably like take TNA, watch WWE Live, then watch TNA straight after.
They tried it 3 years ago, didn't they, when they moved Impact to Monday nights?
Yeah, don't go against Raw though.
It still didn't affect their ratings. The ratings didn't go up, but they didn't go down. So it just shows that people who are watching TNA will watch TNA. They just don't. They watch it because it's the alternative. They don't want to watch WWE. They want to watch TNA.
The only thing I was thinking of, if it does end up being like Thursday Night Wars, sort of similar to the Monday Night Wars, they used to spoil like the results on WCW.
Mankind winning the title.
Yeah, they can't do that because they spoil their own stuff now. Both companies, like the whole is Dixie Carter going for a table.
Yeah.
And then it's like 1 week before the thing, the promo comes up like it happens.
That screamed desperation for me. So I remember me and you, Surely, obviously we talked about that. Have you seen it yet? I was like, yeah. And you obviously made a valid point saying that, well, kind of...
It ruins it.
It ruins it. What's the point of it? And
there's no surprise in it.
And it's kind of like, are they that desperate to get people to watch the show that they'll give away what happens in the show so people will definitely watch it? It's like they're trying to guarantee viewers, they're sacrificing the show and the sort of the, almost like the bromance, the sort of the, I don't know, just the product itself, just to guarantee that they're going to get those ratings, just so they can get make sure they get a better deal with Spike if it is renewed or whatever,
The only thing is that doesn't encourage me to watch it. That encourages me to be like, I know what happens. I'll just watch it later then. But yeah, like I said, to me it sort of feels like as if you're playing like Mass Effect or something, and you're going through it, and the whole time it's like, do you defeat the Reapers? Do you defeat the Reapers? And then about 20 minutes before the final battle, it's like, yeah, you defeat them. Don't worry about it. Yeah, this is what happens. Go on, just play the rest of the game. So I don't really want to play it now. Yeah, I know what happens. It's like WWE just as bad with the whole Batista returning one as well. It was like, was it about 4 weeks before he actually returned? Every time it was like, he's come back on this date.
For the Rumble.
Yeah, but if they didn't say anything about it, I think the Batista one they kind of got cornered because I think that was the one that got leaked that he was returning. I don't know. If they didn't say anything and I was sat down watching Raw and suddenly Batista just turns up out of nowhere, I'll be like, up off my seat.
Yeah,
but people might not have been watching Raw. So then, if he's coming back, then they'd want to watch that. Right now, I want to watch TNA next week. I want to see that. Same as a trailer for a film. We'll say if you watch 24, and at the end it's like, next time on 24.
Yeah, but it doesn't give away like the pivotal moment of the show, though, does it? Like, that whole thing with Dixie going through the table is the thing that they've been building up to for weeks and weeks and weeks.
But like, even for the like simple returns that they like spoil, the people that would like get excited for that return are going to be watching Raw anyway. Like the people that, because obviously Batista hadn't been in WWE for a while before that, so the people that would still care about him returning are people that have been watching it since he was last in WWE, and are people that are going to be watching it week in, week out anyway. So just sort of, I don't know, it just sort of feels like it ruins it.
I watched Raw because Hogan was returning. That was the reason I watched that particular Raw. Otherwise I wouldn't have watched it. I would have stayed up and watched it. But I made sure I put it on because they already let me know that Hogan's back right now.
And your little Sting thing,
The
it turned out
Sting
just to
thing,
be
yeah.
a pre-order trailer, like 3 hours.
I watched
2 hours
it because
into
of Sting, otherwise I wouldn't have watched it at all. So I think that idea works. Right there they gained one extra viewer. And I assume other people in the world think like me.
Yeah, it just sort of feels to me like they might gain some viewers, but it just takes all surprise and fun out of... Like, one of the things that got me into like wrestling, I started watching wrestling during the Attitude Era, and it was just that, obviously, all the surprises, and you never know what was going to happen. It just feels like that's taken away. It's just, oh, okay.
They keep surprises for pay-per-views.
Yeah, but even then, like, now it's...
Batista
They
was-
just seem
was
to
paid
swap
for,
them.
wasn't it?
his return was Raw.
I thought it was Rumble.
No, his actual return was a couple weeks before, and he came down, done a promo at the start with Randy Orton and Triple H. Then he came down after Alberto Del Rio's match and gave him a Batista bomb.
Did he? I thought it was the Rumble that he came...
No, because they had all the promos before that as well, saying the Animal returns to Raw.
I thought it was Return to the Royal Rumble. Ah.
No, I think it might have been the one before the Royal Rumble, or it was like a couple of weeks before it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was on Raw he first returned.
Ah.
Anyway, also something we'll be doing on the podcast each week is just answering random questions that we get asked by people
I like
either
that.
through the week on social media, or if they ask us in the shop, we might be like, that's a good question we can answer. So yeah, I wrote down a couple here from Luke Hudson, once again.
Lukey boy. Total deal Luke.
Who was your favourite member of the original Nexus, and who did you see going furthest? Go!
Okay, so who do we have? We have Wade Barrett, Heath Slater,
Daniel Bryan.
Justin Gabriel, David Otunga. That's probably it, wasn't it? For the originals, and then they brought in people like Husky Harris, and I think Ezekiel Jackson was one, and
Was Jackson original, or...
he wasn't original. He was much later, and then they brought in like Mason Ryan, I think, as well later on. Okay, well, my favourite was Wade Barrett, definitely. I knew he was going to go far just because he was on like a TV show like years and years ago called like, I don't know, Britain's Toughest Man or Hardest Man or something. And it's basically like a tough guy competition where they'd like, I don't know, pull their hair and tweak their nipples or whatever. And I think the final sort of segment of the show, they had like I think they had like a sledgehammer. I'm probably completely wrong. It's like a twisted memory. But he had like a sledgehammer and he had to like smash the car up as quickly as he could. He won. And then I followed him on the indie circuit. I think it was an Irish whip wrestling. He wrestled like, he had like a good few years like Sheamus and Drew Galloway, Drew McIntyre. And he's really good. And then obviously he came into WWE and I was like, well, I know this guy already. I don't really know any of the others. So he was instantly my favourite, and obviously he's British. So yeah, Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett. For both your favourite and the one you saw going first?
Boom! I thought they might have pushed Gabriel a bit more.
Yeah,
Just because they get such a hard on for people that can do like the 450 splashes and shooting stars, and so I thought they might have pushed him slightly, but yeah, no, I was pretty confident it's going to be Barrett. I think that's an obvious one, him obviously being the leader and stuff.
Low blow.
Exactly the same. It's exactly the same. Wade Barrett. My favourite then was Wade Barrett. My favourite now is Heath Slater.
Woo! Slater Gator.
Woo!
Yeah, I think mine's exactly the same. You got to cheer the British ones,
Yeah,
except
they're few and
Sheamus.
far between. I don't know. Sheamus is alright.
I think he's.
You need something new to freshen him up,
yeah.
but he'll be back.
So Wade Barrett, all across the board.
Barrett across the board.
news.
Woo!
That's not bad news.
No, that's not.
Some good news.
Good news, baby.
Right. Next one from AJ saying, from the LEP and Pride promotions, who would you like to wrestle / fight the most?
Me personally.
Yeah.
What, a real fight?
No, it's a wrestling match. It's a wrestling podcast.
Okay. Is it?
I think so.
I'm in the wrong place. A wrestler. What's the question? Who would I most like to wrestle?
From the LEP and Pride promotions, who would you like to wrestle most?
Okay. That's a good question. I don't know. I think it depends on what context. Who would make me look good? Probably somebody that can do loads of crazy flips, where I just have to stand there and get flipped on. So maybe like Ryan Smile. I think it'd be quite cool to wrestle Groza Alexander, just because he's a lot taller than me, and not many people are that I come across. So I think it'd be quite cool to actually be looking up at somebody for once, so I don't get I don't know. How about you?
I think I'd go for Ryan Smile again. It just seems like...
You just know he'd make you look good.
Yeah! and he's just really electric in the ring.
Yeah.
Ryan Rock. Call him. He's electrifying. I'm cutting that. Right. It sounded good in my head because it starts with R.
Please don't cut it, please.
Ryan Rock. Or Rock Ryan.
We just got really loud.
Yeah, because we laughed. Yeah. Anyway. Ryan Smile again.
Who would I like to wrestle?
Can I change my answer to that really pretty girl? Becky, was it?
So you got Becky. Mine's Ryan Smile.
Ryan Rock.
Who's your... I'm
Ronnie
so
Rock.
sorry.
Get out of the
I'm
t-shirt.
sorry. Oh, we'll be going to the next show.
I'm here for Ryan Rock.
I'll look up when he comes in. You've all got signs pointing saying, this is the guy that called you Ryan Rock.
I'll have my Becky t-shirt on. I don't think that's just called Becky. For the sake of this podcast, she is. I'm sorry for listening. I did see your bum, though.
Yeah, what?
When she got spanked by Raven.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was a nice bum.
Okay. Moving
Not Ravens.
Need to take a dump.
Oh,
I can
God.
imagine that's not a very nice bum to look at.
Horrifying.
Come on, Lolo.
To wrestle, probably Danny Welsh. I'd love to punch him in the face, because he's the biggest dick in indie wrestling.
But for the record, because I don't know if we're like allowed to break kayfabe. We pretty much have them the whole time. But it's such a good character because
Oh,
Danny Welsh in
break
real
it.
life is
Okay.
like the nicest guy on the planet. But the character himself, I don't know if we're allowed to say that. I guess we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it, we're doing it now.
Which is just a credit. which is just a credit to him.
Yeah, really good.
Okay.
Most talented, anyway, in the band.
Right. Ooh, that's a bold statement.
That is a bold statement. That's like a bold ball
I
bag.
don't know, he's got it. Got the look.
He has got the look. He's an attractive man.
He's attractive, he's got the size, he plays his character very well.
Come on. What was it he says? Come on, baby.
That's it. Squirts a drink.
Squirts the drink.
He's got the...
He knows how, he
Power
knows how to
penis.
piss people off. I like him and it pissed me off when he squirted me.
That did annoy me because I put on like my nice like.
Yeah, and I smelled like Powerade. I'm chased by bees.
Yeah. It's like that time when we got out.
Right. Next question.
I'm glad you've written. Excellent. I'm glad
I've
you've
come
been
prepared for this whole thing.
That's surely key by the way, he's the man.
What would be our wrestling style and dream opponent to use that style against if we were wrestlers? Which you are, hopefully.
One day I might be. I don't know. I've probably backed myself into a corner slightly. Like, I probably couldn't get over as a face. I'd have to be a heel, just because if people are listening that don't know, I'm like 6'5", and I've got a shaved head, and I'm shredded in tattoos, including my face. So I've probably backed myself into a bit of a corner. I probably would have to be a heel. I can barely do a forward roll, so I'm not going to be a high flyer. So if Tyler and Danny and that are listening, the guys that will probably be training me, just take it easy on me, please. Smash Mouth. I'd probably be Smash Mouth, like a brawler, you know? I think that would probably be the style I'd go for. And what's the other question? I'd like to use that style again.
Yeah, your dream opponent to use that style against.
Someone small and defenceless.
Just to beat the crap out of them.
Becky.
Get that, what was it, El Torito?
El Torito, yeah.
Let's get him. It's just, do you remember that match Drew McIntyre had against Hornswoggle?
I do.
I absolutely battered the
Yeah,
crap out of
I
him.
think that was probably him on his way out the door, like, this is embarrassing.
Oh, poor Drew, man.
Well, he's made a big hit in the Indies. Have you seen his return?
Yeah, I like Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, if you seen the latest video of him returning to, I forget what wrestling it is, like ICW or something, and he basically made the Fed famous apparently, and he appeared did like a run in, the lights sort of, there's a blackout, comes on, he's in a hood and he flips the hood off and the crowd pops, and he kicks the crap out of like 3 or 4 different guys, and then he's like, I'm back and I'm gonna, get the title and that. You should definitely check it out if you're a fan.
I'll link it up on this podcast as
Woo!
well. Yeah, on the dirt sheet. Yeah, that's what we're calling it.
Dirt sheet. Raven left a couple of dirt sheets upstairs.
I'll do running gag. Got yo.
It's
And
your
we've got
boy.
Raven having a dump. God, great stuff.
Yeah, some good stuff.
No, fun stuff.
Fighting style, really sloppy. That's it.
Fully trained, full of low blows.
Yeah,
And who to use it against?
really small child.
Come on, Shawnee, you're dying to answer.
Oh,
You must have thought about it watching wrestling growing up. You'd think, if I could do this, which you can, if I can do this...
If I wasn't so rotund.
Rotund!
What?
There's plenty of big guys in there that do well.
I'd like to go... One of my favourite sort of characters in wrestling is the sort of slight, insane psychology sort of, like Bray Wyatt.
Jake Roberts,
Yeah,
Gangrel,
gets in your head.
the dark,
Seems
twisted,
insane.
yeah.
Yeah, I like those characters. I like the fighting style of Bray Wyatt as well. How He's really agile for his size.
Yep.
So I'd like I think mine would be more. I'd have like slow. I'd be more sort of brawly, slowy, kind of slow, but then have explosive moments where like you suddenly just you go. But also with the psychology thing, more. I'm not very good athletically, but I can like outsmart them.
All you need is a big boot and a leg drop.
Done.
Proven.
And that's on. All you need is a good entrance. Yeah, I'll probably get in trouble for saying this, but I think at least half of getting over with the crowd is what you do before you even start your match. Honestly, I do. I think people remember entrances, great entrances, a hell of a lot more than they remember in the ring. If I said to somebody now, try and remember a Gangrel match, they'd probably be hard pushed to find one. But if I say remember Gangrel's entrance, everybody remembers the fire coming out with the goblet and the brood and spraying the blood. So personally, I think if you've got a good character, you're confident, and you've got a corking entrance, when you get in the ring, it can be it can be just a mediocre match, but people are going to remember you from the night.
I think I'd definitely have to be a heel as well because of using the psychology thing. I mean, like using the environment to advantage.
Yeah,
but obviously I'd have to resort to cheating.
Look at Ambrose. He's got the sort of psychology.
That's sort of
he's over
crazy.
as a face.
Yeah, but I mean, like outsmarting them as in using stuff to not cheat exactly,
Enough.
but just
Get on the floor
without a switchblade. Outsmarted you this time, boy. But no, just sort of like
Suck my dick, boy.
mind games.
Yeah.
Like I like that sort of angle. And it always creates good promos. Like you see Bray Wyatt's promos, they're always really good because of that character. Like the crazy, insane sort of guy. I think that's what I'll go for. A crazy, insane guy who's really slow, has explosive moments,
Uses a knife.
cheats, and uses a knife.
Excellent.
Or just be a ref. A crazy, insane, slow ref who has explosive moments and uses a knife.
He could be a ref. Yeah, referee in the Indies, but cut promos. That'd be really good. So you can cut promos before, saying I'm going to screw this guy out of the match, and he's got no idea. And then during the match, you screw him out, and then afterwards you could be like, I told you so. And you flick out your knife, do knife tricks. Brilliant, there you go, there's a character. Danny Walsh, if you're listening, give this boy a job.
Oh, God. Right, last question, and then we'll wrap it all up.
Oh, what? I'm enjoying this.
Carry on.
Well, we've ran out of questions.
Oh, we'll do next week's bit.
No,
No,
we haven't. You've got nice shoes. Let's talk about them.
No, right, question.
No.
if 2 Count TV was a stable, who would play what role?
Or like horses. I'm joking.
Oh my God.
For all wrestling fans, listen, I'm literally joking. They've all turned off now.
I think they turned off after the first 5
what
minutes.
role? Probably marketing.
I'll be the accountant.
No, I think I'd be really good to make the brand of our table. The t-shirts, the advertisements, the products filming.
We come down the ramp and Joe's behind us with like t-shirts waving them about.
That's good.
One of those like spinny signs they have outside stores in America.
Yeah.
Like, get your
I'll get
merchandise.
it nailed.
Coupon codes hung above our heads.
That'd be good. I think I'd probably be the enforcer.
You'd be the wrestler.
I'd be the... What are you guys then? Great stable. I'm the only wrestler.
We're the moral support.
Woo! No, I'd be the enforcer. I think we'd need a mouthpiece, so the person who's best at talking. You'd need a leader, but that could be the mouthpiece, I don't know. I'd be the enforcer, yeah.
What would you be?
Okay, Clark.
Oh yeah, what would Clark be?
The chef.
The chef.
We've assigned him the role of chef for our stable.
He'd be happy with that. He's good at that.
You're going for the merchandise seller?
I don't know, maybe there isn't really a word for it. The ruthless one with no morals. He just punches women and kids. just in the crowd. I don't really play a big part in the stable, in all fairness.
We're a fake stable apart from Joe, who just punches kids.
Yeah, he's mental. That one. We're looking after
Like
him.
our mental brother, but we've got to keep you around because we're related.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll be that guy.
he's done it again.
I can get away with that stuff at show, because everyone else is like, he obviously knows that kid.
Yeah, he's a mark. Yeah.
One on there. Pound on a show.
Oh dear God. What a stable.
That's So we got a chef, some guy that hits kids and sells t-shirts.
Because that's a huge part of marketing, really.
So I'm in trouble then if whether it's Survivor Series, if I'm the only wrestler.
No, because obviously I can throw a punch if it's aimed at a child.
It's 4 versus...
You're just throwing kids in the ring.
4 versus 1. Joe's selling t-shirts, Kat's out back cooking pancakes, I'm getting my ass kicked. Shawnee's...
And Sean Keishy's.
Sean
What would I actually
Keishy's
be doing?
giving stink faces.
Oh, great.
Bring your thong.
God.
Should we end it with Sean's thong? Sounds like a good way to... Have we got more? Is there more questions?
No, that's the last question, unfortunately.
Awesome.
So we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, thanks for listening, everyone. This has been Two Count TV's first podcast, first of many, actually.
Podcast. It's been a learning experience, I guess.
Yeah, as next week we'll be more prepared.
We need to get timekeeping sorted.
Yeah, how long are we on?
God knows.
Is there a way of checking?
Yeah, but obviously we had to set it all up at the start. We're nearly on 2 hours.
Okay, 2 hours. So it's probably about, an hour and 40 minutes? Or
Probably
something.
not even that, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon it'll go down to between 60 and 90 minutes.
120.
That's what we're aiming for.
122.43.
I'm
Call
gonna
it.
go
999.
122, 43.
Are we actually calling this?
Yeah.
Because I'm the one editing it, so I can just edit it down to what I want.
Then what's the point? You said on air. Oh, you can cut that out.
No, I can cut that out.
Yeah,
I can cut that out. And I
Bye,
can cut that out.
bye guys.
Right, no, wait. Yeah, obviously,
Oh,
not
wait.
just podcasts we're doing. Going to have the Reagan interview up, hopefully, by now.
Yeah, they should have seen it,
It
hopefully.
should hopefully be up by now.
We've been booked in for, obviously we spoke earlier, the Saltash show at the end of the month for Jay Lethal. Hopefully we're going to get Jay Lethal down in the studio.
Doug Williams is a possibility.
Well, we haven't even spoke about that. Yeah, I mean, Doug Williams, one of the British ambassadors for wrestling, he's definitely wrestling. It's Exeter, Lemongrove, I believe.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed we'll be able to get him down to the studio for that.
And as well as those interviews,
If not, we'll be interviewing Clark.
we should definitely just do a Clark interview.
How'd you do
We need
those
to get Ryan
pancakes?
Smile, do an interview with Ryan Smile.
Yeah, Ryan Smile, Chris Marvel, Adrian the Moneymaker, Danny Walsh,
Chris Masters,
Darren Saviour. Yeah, all of these boys that we want to get in. So if you are listening, boys, then we definitely want to get you all in for interviews. They won't
Just
be,
do a whole Pride.
they won't be
2
2
hours
hours
spectacular.
of drivel, I promise.
No, we will get there. We just got to get to good timekeeping. Like now, we're dribbling. Anyway, yeah. As well, I want to mention the pay-per-view podcast specials we're going to do.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
So basically, we won't be watching the pay-per-views live on Sundays.
It's a good job we don't have lives.
We're going to watch them on Mondays after,
Yes.
on the Monday evening. But what we're going to do is a special podcast for each one where before we watch it, we go through the predictions, the storylines building up to it, the matches, what we think. Before the actual pay-per-view airs live, we're going to ask you for your predictions, and then we're going to watch pay-per-view, and then carry on with the second half of the pay-per-view podcast special. That's a mouthful.
And see how well we fared.
See how well we fared, see what we thought of the matches, see how everyone... I reckon, I was saying to you earlier, we should do an overall 2-count prediction chart, like our predictions mixed with everyone else's predictions, and see how many overall come out right.
As time goes on, it'll be interesting to see how that works out. We can maybe put it up on the whiteboard that we've got put up on the wall.
Oh,
Keep the tally up on the
And
wall.
we promise we won't cheat.
We will, live it.
We won't.
We're allowed to. The Royal Rumble's going to be the one for guesses.
But if Cena wins at SummerSlam though, this is the
might.
last podcast. This is the last podcast.
Brian will win the Rumble. That's my call.
say
I'm calling it
that.
now.
Are we doing quick future call? Brian will win the Rumble.
Yep.
It'll be Undertaker's Sting at WrestleMania 31.
Yep.
That's all I can think of.
Very good. Yeah, very good.
So SummerSlam will be the first one. What days are they going up? Tuesday morning?
Yep.
It'll be a bit late to put them up Monday evening at like 11 at night once we've actually recorded it all. Tuesdays. Woo!
Awesome. Cheers, guys.
Okay. See you next week.
You can't.
Bye, man.
Clark sends his love.
That's a cunt.
Such a good. Hey, Shawnee Q here, back on the Friday, not the Thursday now. I'm back with Clark Campbell.
Howdy.
Yeah, because Clark had to leave before the end yesterday, so
Which
we
was a
couldn't.
shame.
Yeah, we didn't get to fire off the questions to you, so we thought we'd just do this quick bit.
That's cool.
Now, we'll fire them off. Let's get stuck in, shall we?
Yeah, let's do this.
Who was your favourite member of the original Nexus, and who did you see going furthest?
I would have to say Ryback out of any of the Nexus, I think.
Yeah.
He's probably my favourite. He's a big guy, quite powerful. Who I seen going furthest? Probably, probably Ryback. Just for his sheer power, and I think he'll have a draw if he gets that good writing behind him.
Yeah, he's with Curtis Axel at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, Mr. Perfect's son.
Yeah, it hasn't really gone too far at the moment.
No, it hasn't, has it? But I think that's got potential to go a bit further with the Usos and.
Yeah, the tag team division seems to be picking up now. So.
Shame about the belts.
Yeah, they need to change belts. I think that's one thing everyone's in agreement of. The belts look
the bronze and belts.
Bronze Roman helmets or whatever they call. So yeah, Ryback.
Ryback all the way, yeah, actually, yeah. That's
sweet. The next one we had from AJ was from the LEP and Pride promotions. Who would you like to wrestle/fight the most? It says wrestle/fight, but I'm pretty sure we agreed on just like a wrestling match.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to fight anyone. To be fair, I'm not really a fighter.
Straight out cold.
I don't know. Probably Tyler Hawk.
Yeah.
Just because he's such a big heel at the moment, I think I'd like to fight him.
I think I'm pretty sure Joe went with Tyler Hawk. I just
like his pink pants. It's just amazing.
Me and Sam continued our love for Ryan Smile, I think, with that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So, split down the middle then.
Yeah.
2 for Ryan, 2 for Tyler. Unless I'm completely wrong and someone's just watched this and like, what the fuck are you on about? You literally said 2 minutes ago, Tyler.
Yeah, I say Tyler Hawk and Ryan Smile probably 2 of the biggest in Pride at the moment, I personally think.
Yeah.
There is loads of other great guys, but at the moment, for me, it's Tyler Hawk and Ryan Smile that shine out.
Sweet. On to the next one we had, this was, what would it be our wrestling style and our dream opponent to use that style against?
Oh, God.
I
think it'd be high flying.
High flying?
Yeah, and is this any wrestler, or is this just
I think it's
Pride?
just... No, it's just any wrestler that we think that our style would be a good match against.
See, I'd like to fight. I'd like to go up against someone like, I don't know, Rey Mysterio or someone like that. Someone that's really fast and like a real fast-paced match, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I think, I'm trying to think what we picked. Sammy was Brawler.
Yeah?
He said he backed himself into a corner because of his tattoos now, so he'd have to be heel.
Yeah.
Brawler. Mine was more of a Bray Wyatt heavy, but then explosive moments.
Yeah, cool.
I think Joe just said he's going to throw kids at people. So he kind of tried to dodge the question.
I'm not sure we're allowed to do that.
Maybe not. We'll test it out at the next Pride. If you see a kid,
we'll just pick up a kid.
Go on, son. Get in there.
Crowd signs work. Maybe throwing kids are going to work. I don't know.
The last one we had was, if 2 Count was a stable, who would play what role in that stable out of all of us?
Oh, right.
We in the actual one we kind of assigned you a role, but we'll let.
Let's see if we get close to that, shall we?
Yours first, yeah.
Well, personally, I think Joey would be the babyface of us because he's so cute. He's just so lovely. Sammy, I think, would be the brawler type enforcer character in that stable.
Speaking of the Joey.
Me personally, I don't know. I think ring technician type. The mind behind it. I don't know. And for you, I don't know. Like I've got manager type role. I'm not sure how close I am to what you guys said, but
I think we had Sammy as the enforcer. Was it?
Yeah, so I was spot on with that one then.
Yeah, I was sort of just walked around a bit. As calendar manager. Joe was some self-promoter. Wasn't even in the stable, just selling t-shirts.
Just promote it.
Selling t-shirts and chucking kids. And you were the chef.
I was the chef, yeah. Well,
So imagine that stable, like, you've got a frying pan and that's your weapon.
yeah, that's brilliant.
I don't know what I've got. I just sort of shout and hope that they run away. Joe's got kids.
Throwing kids at people.
And Sam's the only guy that uses fists.
Yeah, that's a pretty shit stable.
It's amazing. That's good. We'll create that stable.
Yeah.
Can I interrupt you?
Yeah, you can.
You sure?
Yeah.
Don't mind?
Yeah, go ahead.
Danny Walsh, I'm calling you out. Me and you, one-on-one. I hate your face, and I'm going to knock you out.
Is this a developing
story? Danny Walsh.
This is good.
That's it. Me and you, Danny, one-on-one.
Then Walsh. Joey is calling you out.
I'll see you. I'm popping you in the face.
It's literally
Joey out!
And
He's gone.
he's gone.
That was interesting. That was very interesting.
Was not expecting that.
So that was Danny Walsh of Pride Promotions.
Yeah.
You've been called out by Joey.
Where did that come from?
Low Blow Joe is calling you out.
Oh, I guess on that bombshell.
I think we should just wrap it up.
I can't believe that.
I think we'll catch you next week, guys.
Yeah, that was. I've lost my train of thought completely. Fucking Joe. But yeah, so we'll be back for another podcast next week.
Yeah.
I think we might be doing a mini cast. Or
Yeah, maybe a couple of mini casts during the weekend and during the week of anything that we come up with that seems quite good that we want to try out, or
yeah, just get a bit of practice in.
especially if there's a pay-per-view. I think we'll do a mini podcast about the pay-per-view.
Yeah, SummerSlam will be the first one in 2 weeks' time. I think SummerSlam is now. Or a week. I think SummerSlam's a week's time. It's a week this Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a week.
So it's a week today, because the podcast goes up on a Sunday.
So we will be firing some questions at each other and possibly going into some in-depth detail of some of the matches that we thought were the better of the card.
Yeah, and like we said, we'll get everyone's predictions and keep a tally of it all, keep it nice and running. It's really hard, because this podcast goes up on Sundays, pretending it's Sunday.
Yeah,
I don't get how they all do it on pre-recorded wrestling shows.
No, but anyway.
Yeah,
Sunday,
let's wrap it up,
peace.
because I'm hungry.
Let's go eat.